All right, everybody, this is live from the barbecue department at Wannemakers. I am Steve Kress. I am the grill department manager here at Wannemakers. We are coming to you live from the epicenter of grilling in the western suburbs of Chicago, located in beautiful Downers Grove, Illinois. All right, we got a bunch of people going on already. I see a lot of Facebook users. If you can, please let StreamYard use your name, so at least it can get your name on here so I can see who it is. But I see we got Joe Clark on here this morning. Good to see you, Joe. Facebook user says hello. Another one says good morning, Steve. And another Facebook user says what's up. If you let them use your thing, I can say hi to you in a little more personal way, but unfortunately, I just have to say hello, Facebook users. All right, everybody, welcome to another great show. This is show number, I think, 116, and we are having a gorgeous day here in the city of Chicago. We are a couple weeks away from Thanksgiving. I do have a guest this week. He has been on here before. He is a good friend. I think he's a good friend. I don't know if he thinks of me as a good friend, but I think of him as a great friend. Used to be a local barbecue person. Now he has moved south for warmer weather and maybe cheaper costs, but who knows? So anyway, so we have Mikey K from Fire and Smoke Barbecue. He is going to be on. And let's bring him on right now, actually. Why wait? Why wait for such a great thing? Because everybody wants to see Mikey K. And I just want to say, this man the other day shared a video. And if you haven't seen it, I think I shared it to the It's All About the Barbecue group. If not, it will be on the Fire and Smoke Barbecue Facebook page. But he has shared how he makes his mac and cheese, which I think is the best mac and cheese I've ever had. I'm just saying. Everybody ever want to wonder what my favorite mac and cheese was? It was Mikey K's. So let's bring in Mikey K right now. Here he is. The one, the only.
What up, Steve? How are you?
Michael Kakowski. How are you?
I am doing fantastic, my friend. I'm doing fantastic. It's a lovely, beautiful day down here. I think it's like 84 degrees.
Where are you at again? Are you in the Bahamas, Tahiti?
Yeah. So we are now based out of St. Augustine, Florida. If you don't know where that is, find a map, look up Jacksonville, and then just go a little bit south. That's where we are. That's where we're based out of that beautiful little town. And it's actually where I know you guys carry it, where W sauce is made. W sauce is manufactured.
W sauce?
Yeah, it's where it is manufactured, yes.
What's W sauce?
I have no idea. I don't know.
W sauce. Is it this? I got both. I got the W sauce and I got the breakfast sauce. And you've been using that in a lot of your recipes lately.
I have. It's a fantastic Worcestershire sauce.
Are you and Mr. Burton Young working out of deals or something? But there they are. There's the W sauce. Mikey's been using them a little bit.
And then here's a fun fact about that breakfast sauce, right? It has daddle pepper in it. And daddle pepper only grows about 2 places in the world, and one of which is St. Augustine, Florida. So that's why they made a daddle pepper sauce.
Well, look at this. I'm blocking you out a little bit. I got to adjust my microphone. There we are. I can't hear you that well. But anyway, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, St. Augustine, that's the oldest city in America. Anyway.
That's what they tell me.
All right. Let's take a look and see. We got a whole bunch of Facebook users on here. I'm sorry and apologize if we don't get to be really happy with you because we can't say hi to people. But here's a Facebook user that says, hi, Mike.
What up, buddy? I like how it just says Facebook user. If you let them use your name, we can say hello.
I know. We can actually say hello. And I got another Facebook user says, good morning, Steve. So the Facebook user likes me. Then I got another Facebook user says, heading to Dallas for the World Food Competition. Food competition with Michelle and Brandon O'Gwin. Oh, maybe that's Mike D. Maybe that's Mike D. Maybe we'll see.
Good luck with that, guys. World Food Championships. Everyone that's competing, good luck.
That's a big event. Are you still there? Can you hear me?
Yep,
Can you hear me?
I'm trying to read that one.
Oh, it says, how does mac and cheese with a little oyster juice? How does mac and cheese with a little oyster juice? And it was great. Maybe he said he did a little mac and cheese.
That sounds very interesting.
Um,
Not sure I want
uh,
oyster in my mac and cheese, but hey.
well, you shared that video, my friend, and I hate to tell you, I must have watched it 4 times because I remember the taste of that mac and cheese. Got another one that says, "What's up, Mikey K?"
What's up, buddy?
I think that person was correcting their thing. It did say had mac and cheese.
Oh,
Had your mac and cheese. Had your
ah,
mac and cheese with a little bit of oyster juice, and it was fantastic. Well, there you go. So you can add a little,
you can add a little flair.
yeah, a little flair and a little touch. Another one says you're all silly. Well, we know that.
The goal.
And then breakfast sauce. Yeah. So one of these Facebook, it must be Mike D. And there it is. This is Mike D.
Yep.
I knew it. As soon as he was with Michelle O'Guin, I knew it was Mike D. So that Mikey D's on. God, good to see you, Mike D. Good luck to you all, you guys. Like Mikey said, good luck to everybody that's going out there to the World Food Composition. I'm sure competition. I'm sure that the guys from Croy Valley are going to be up there, and I think I saw Sonny's heading out there. I saw Sterling Smith is heading out there.
Yeah.
Mikey K is not heading out there.
I'm not. So this weekend I'll actually be at Central Florida Egg Fest. So if you're in the Florida area, you can come out and hang out with us. We'll be at the Central Florida Egg Fest this weekend. Next weekend we'll be at Barbecue Love Fest down in Tampa. And those are the next 2 weekends that I know of that I will be somewhere out in the public waving. I do the princess wave. Hold on, wait. I do
like this.
Do the princess wave.
Yeah. Well, you are a princess.
What can I say?
Yeah, right.
Someone's got to be.
One of the Facebook users is Joe Wilson. So welcome, Joe Wilson.
What up, Joe? How are you?
They must be also known as Disney. Yeah. Right.
It's okay. Steve's a Disney princess himself. He really is. He likes the Disney.
This one says Mikey K is always at Disney. Yeah. So I try to. If I was closer, I'd always be there too. For those of you that don't know, I'm a Disney fanatic as well. So it's an all around Disney fanatic. I not just enjoy the movies and the cartoons and this and that, but I'm also a big fan of the company itself and have followed it for a long time. And kind of interesting is where it is right now, but that's a whole different story for a different show on a different page. But this is about barbecue, and it's not CNBC business or whatever they want to do. So, but Mr. Mikey, so you've been on before. Some people here may not know who you are. Some people may be happy they don't know who you are. Why don't you give them a brief little synopsis of your past and of how you got into barbecue a little bit, what you've done in barbecue, and just so they can know that you're not just some guy I picked up off the street to throw on the TV here.
I'm just some guy you picked up off the street. I don't know what you're talking about. Guys, my name is Mikey K. I ran a food truck called the Fire and Smoke Barbecue Company for about 5 years. With that, we had a seasoning line on the side, and we've decided to run with that seasoning line full time right now. So we offer 6 different seasonings, 2 hot sauces. Currently, we are working on our 7th seasoning, and we're also working on our barbecue sauce. So if you remember the barbecue sauce that we had on our food truck, that is the barbecue sauce that will be hitting the market here very, very soon. We are working on it. We are in the middle of getting FDA approval and all that fun stuff that you have to do when you create a barbecue sauce. So
there they are, buddy.
There's the seasonings, guys. Wannemaker carries them. So if you want to support small business, we are a small business that would love your support. We're hand packed, hand bottled, everything. It's small batch.
Whoa.
There's no fillers. There's no MSG. There's no preservatives. Most of the line contains absolutely no sugar.
Except for this one.
Except for that one. Except for our sweet one. Our sweet one's the only one that contains sugar, and that's sweet with a little bit of heat. But otherwise, everything else contains no sugar. We really put our heart and soul into making a good product. Most stuff is low sodium also. So if you're a little bit more health conscious on that side and you're looking for a seasoning that's going to be a little different than somebody else's, we're probably right up your alley.
There's nothing wrong with being up an alley. Our good friend, I got a lot of comments today. God bless you guys. Good friend Adam over there in Germany. Adam is stationed over with the Air Force over there in Germany. So God bless you over there. Be careful because Europe and that whole area is getting kind of goofy, kind of crazy.
Yeah, stay safe, my friends. Especially during the holiday seasons, people tend to lose their mind a little bit.
Yeah, so be careful over there with all the things that are going on over there on the other side of the Atlantic. Please be careful and safe. Prayers to you as always, Adam. I always think about you every once in a while whenever things go crazy over there. I'm worried about what may end up happening. And then let's see, we got Facebook user. I have all fire and smoke heading to Dallas. So they're going to take your stuff to Dallas.
Woo! Yeah.
Another Facebook user says, hey guys, if you guys could sign in when you sign in, please let StreamYard use your name and stuff like that. It'd be a lot easier for us to find out who's actually talking to us today.
Not just anonymous, crazy
anonymous. Right. So anyway, so yeah, he does have the six rubs. I remember when there was only 4. Now he's got the 6. This one by far, just so everybody knows, if you come in and people ask me for my recommendations on rubs, I'm probably freezing up because my internet's bad. I lost Mikey. There he is. This is my favorite, the Windy City. It's got a great black pepper heat to it. I love it. This is probably my favorite rub on the wall. I got a lot of favorites, but this is one of my favorites.
That is the problem child that started it all.
Yeah, it is a great rub. It's got besides just straight salt, pepper, and garlic type of flavor that you would get on a brisket, that kind of stuff. That's got the right amount of heat that I like on my bar. I do like my barbecue with a little bit of heat, and this is probably the one, probably close number 2 that I saw, and that is your shiitake, and that's a special one. That one's got all the shiitake mushrooms and stuff in it.
Correct.
That one is great on steaks and everything. What's your favorite, Mikey? I know you make all of them. But if you had to pick one that was your favorite,
like picking your favorite child. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I said.
You can't
your favorite child. Yeah,
it's hard to do that.
You can do it.
The child that I've been liking the most right now is actually our Estes Avenue. I'll throw that one up here. So our Estes Avenue which is right there. It's our burger rub, but honestly, you can go way more. It goes past burgers, right? It goes really good on eggs, pasta. It goes good in sauces. It goes really good on pretty much everything. I put it on my hash browns. I put it on a bunch of different things. There's texture in it, which is what I really, really like about the seasoning. Is we put minced garlic, minced onion, and some mustard seed in it to kick up, just to give you punches of a little bit of like mustard heat, which is why it tastes so good on a burger, right? Because that mustard pairs so well. So that's one of my favorite ones right now. That's the one I've been reaching for the last couple weeks.
There he is.
Mike Davis. What's up, brother?
Mikey D is signed on. There's his lovely picture. Look at that nice looking man. Yeah, we can see you. And he's asking if we could see you. Volunteer with Mike Davis quite a bit when I go volunteering with Operation Barbecue Relief, which is right over my shoulder right here. He great guy, always keeps things lively, lots of energy. This man,
nothing but trouble.
Nothing but trouble. But he's everywhere. Any barbecue event you go to, sooner or later,
you'll meet Mike Davis.
Mike D shows up.
That's true. It's very true.
So it's always a good time. Mikey D, thanks for signing on. Safe travels out there to the World Food. Thank you for being such a good friend. And 20 by 20 says, good luck. Let's see. Craig's on from LA. We know Craig's out there in LA. So Mikey, you're all the way out in LA. Anywhere good to get at? You got any places out in the LA area local?
No local places in LA that sell us. We have one down in San Diego. We're currently working on somewhere in right outside of San Francisco, that's looking to carry us. We have some places up in Oregon that carry us, and some places in Washington, but nothing in LA yet. If you want us carried in your local store, and Wannemaker's is not your local barbecue store, go in and ask for us. Tell them about us. Ask for us. Tell them to reach out. They can just go to fireandsmokebbq.com, send us a message, and it's super easy. We get to them right away. We can get cases out to them right away. it's becoming a retailer with us is not very difficult. Steve loves it. Steve loves being one of our top retailers.
Love it.
It's one of his passion projects.
Well, if you can, yeah, definitely. And the more doors Mikey opens up, the more Mikey's able to eat. As you can see, he's wasting away because he needs more stores. The food is getting harder and harder to come by. That's why he's constantly telling people he'll do cooking videos for him, because this way he can take the leftovers home.
Yep, that's all we're doing. No, we're doing pretty well. I think we're as of last that I checked, I think we're in a little over 50 stores right now and working on some new ones. Kind of spread out throughout the country, but that's just kind of how it works at the beginning. I kind of remind myself that the rub line, yes, it's been around for a couple years now, but it's never been the front focus. Running the food truck and doing all that stuff was always the front focus. So now since it's taking the front focus, it's becoming a different beast, right? So
Right.
and I have to remind myself that it's not as old as it technically really is.
Correct. I mean, the rubs are old, but the actual trying to get it in every nook and cranny store would be it's not.
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, look at our buddy Mike D now says that he's with MBBQA.org as well now. See, I tell you,
that is true. Yeah,
is everywhere. And then of course,
yes, he is.
As I said, 20 by 20 loves you. Thank you, Mike. That's an inside Operation Barbecue Relief joke that we have carried on since the great deployment of Hammond, Louisiana. And then Craig says he needs to get it. Craig, if you can't get it out there, Mikey K, there is what is your website? So Craig can order it and get it shipped out.
Fireandsmokebbq.com. We ship worldwide. We don't do as much international shipping as probably some other people do, but we do offer it. International shipping is crazy, but that's a whole nother topic.
Right.
Yeah,
that's on that CNBC show with Disney.
Yeah,
we'll talk about shipping.
Yeah,
right.
But we ship nationwide for $7 flat rate. I believe it's $7 flat rate. If you go over a certain amount of money, shipping becomes free. I don't remember the amount because I didn't set it up. That's above my payroll. They don't let me touch those things because I'll mess them up.
Does that work for wholesalers as well, Mikey? If I order over a certain dollar amount, shipping is free. Now that you've given away the ghost,
I'm sure we could figure something out, Steven. It's not gonna be a small dollar amount though.
Right. And then our good friend Mike, going back to our comment earlier, he says, he eats very well. So yes, Mikey K.
Mike D, if I'm not wrong, I fed you really well last time I was with you. So
I think that's why
Mike D has had both my pork belly burn ends and my mac and cheese.
Love those too. Love the pulled pork on top of the mac and cheese.
Yeah,
I do miss
had both of them.
I do miss the fire and smoke pop-ups that used to be around the Chicagoland area. So hopefully you'll be coming up at some point.
We will be at your we will be at Wannemaker's Home and Garden show.
Spring Garden show. That'll be the second. Yeah, that'll be the second weekend in March. So make sure you mark that on your calendar. I don't know the exact dates often because it's still a little bit far away. I know it's getting closer.
As long as it's not the first weekend.
No, it's always the second weekend. So I'm not sure the name.
Okay. As long as it's not the first, because the first we have a different event.
See, this is what happens when you do a show. When you do a show with Mike D that's been on for a while. Mac and cheese with oyster jizz.
Oh, that's Mikey. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he likes. I don't know.
Right away. Going right.
That's what he likes. I don't know.
What's your favorite one that pairs with I see you do a lot of stuff with the W sauce. What's your favorite one that goes best? What goes best with the W sauce?
Shiitake goes fantastic with W sauce. Six Corners goes really, really well with W sauce. I haven't done anything with Windy City and W sauce yet. But now you got my brain thinking. It also goes really well with Classic, and it goes really well with Estes. So
pretty much your whole line.
That W sauce, it pairs pretty well. And we got a new thing. We got a new seasoning that's going to be coming down the line, hopefully here pretty soon. We're still working on the final tweaks of it. and that's going to be it's going to be a game changer. It's not going to be like anything else on a shelf at all. It's going to be a definite different seasoning,
I mean,
different
really?
flavor profile.
I
I
mean,
guarantee
really?
you, there's
Really?
nothing on that. I guarantee it,
Come
Steve.
on.
I guarantee it, man. We've gone off the deep end. It's gonna
By
be
the way,
awesome.
if you look right here
You
on
can
the
see
shelf, there's the look. I got the shakes this morning. Look at, but that's where Fire and Smoke Barbecue is on the shelf at Wannemaker's. You can see that white label from the Estes sticking out.
it. It's a beautiful label.
It's a beautiful label. So now we got all of this here. Now I made me lose my train of thought. So let's talk. We're getting into the good holiday season, and Mikey
Yep.
used to cook some great turkeys when he was up here because he used to cook turkeys and he used to sell. Are you doing that down in the Florida area, or are you not?
Currently, we are not. Right now, we have not put the food truck back to work yet, and I'm not sure if we're going to or if we're not. There's some stuff that's going on that we're trying to figure out behind the scenes and all that kind of stuff. The rub line is the first line. That's what we're trying to push, and that's what we've been working on day in and day out.
Cool
But
beans.
I have cooked my fair share of turkeys. I've probably cooked over my fair share of turkeys,
Right.
to say the least. And smoking a turkey and having fun with this holiday season is going to be great. And some tips if people want some tips on cooking a turkey. One of the tips that I like to give people is if you can spatchcock it, spatchcock a turkey.
Ask you.
And I know that some people don't like the presentation of a spatchcock turkey.
Mm-hmm.
That's sometimes an issue. Also, sometimes depending on the cooker that you're cooking on, the space, depending on the size of bird that you're going to get, can get a little difficult, right? But I find that when you spatchcock a turkey, they cook really nice and evenly, and it makes the world of difference. You know, you don't really get any overcooked pieces. You get that nice, beautiful finish.
Nice, beautiful. What do you? Speaking of that, but we're going back to that because remember now my question I was going to ask you before because you've started doing. For those of you that don't, I try to share as many as I can into the. It's all about the barbecue group and more. But if you also become a fan and like the Fire and Smoke Barbecue Company page, Mikey does a lot of new. He's actually gone into the video market. He does a lot of cooking videos, hence his mac and cheese video that I saw. And he does a thing every Monday where he does a different soup. I believe this week it was chili, I think.
It's chili with beans. I mean, I know we're getting such a controversial topic.
That is a controversial. I'm kind of just so everybody knows, I'm kind of a middle of the road bean person. I do like beans in my chili. I don't like a lot of beans in my chili. Otherwise, then it's just like bean soup. But
I think it just depends on what you're making, right? It depends on what you want your final product to be. But we put beans in our chili, so we did our chili.
Our chili. Did it have brisket in it? Did it have brisket in it?
This one did not have brisket in it. Normally we do. I'll put leftover brisket in it. I like when I use leftover brisket versus freshly cooked brisket. Reason being is I feel like the brisket had a little bit more time to marinate and let that smoke out as we as it goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you. So get over there. I like Fire and Smoke Barbecue. I'd like their page because they do have he does do a lot of videos, a lot of neat ones. I have not seen, and I don't know if this is on purpose or because school started. I don't see my favorite chef on anymore, Miss Ember.
She will be coming. She'll be back. She'll be back very soon. We just started filming a video with her. For one,
Nice.
we're doing a her next one will be a cross-cut beef rib.
Oh
Yeah, right. We're having fun with it, and she's enjoying. You know, she took a little bit of a break. Wanted to take a little bit of a break. Video work is very intense for her, but she's coming back.
Well, let's just say she has the personality for it. She is a perfect mix of the two. She has Amanda's good looks, and then she has obviously your um, unfortunate
My
personality. Yeah,
my loudmouth personality. The
yeah.
funny
Well,
thing is,
I don't even know if she's loudmouth. She's just a very outgoing person, which for some kids are very shy and I'm very,
absolutely,
and then she's not annoyingly, where she's not afraid to hang in there with the adults and talk and
very
have a good
much
time,
so.
especially if it's a
She,
conversation about princesses.
yeah, she hasn't met a stranger yet. That's what I always say. Uh, she honestly, she just the way she kind of works, it's just fantastic. She really hasn't met a stranger yet. She'll talk to anybody. Um, she's been going out with us and doing events and doing tastings and doing all that kind of fun stuff. And she, the way she sells the seasoning is hilarious. You know what I mean? She'll sit there and she'll talk to somebody and she'll be like, okay, cool. So what do you like to cook? What do you okay? Oh, okay, awesome. You want this? And they just look at it and they're like, okay. And I'm like, I'm sure it's because she's 6 that they're like, okay, yeah, I'll buy it.
Right.
But it's just the way that like she talks to people, they're like, how did you guys like get her to do this? And I'm like, we didn't. That's the thing. Like, we didn't try. Like,
She
she was
just
like,
does
I
it.
want to do this. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's all on her. And she just enjoys doing it.
Yeah, well, I miss seeing her when she comes. She'd come in the store every once in a while. Missing seeing that little firecracker of a kid of yours.
It'll be
So,
good. Yeah. I mean,
so
I
anyways,
think she'll
yes.
be with me in March when we're there, the second
Oh,
week of
that'll be
March.
fun.
I have it on my calendar, Steven. I do.
I know.
It's on
I
it's on our
did
travel
give him the
calendar.
dates. I don't have the dates memorized, but I did give him the dates. I
I
gave
know I
Mikey the
have
date.
it. My calendar's literally on the phone that I'm looking at. So, uh,
That's all right. So
without
let's do
going
it. We
dark.
started talking about it a little bit. What's swinging to Thanksgiving? Obviously, you like
Yeah,
spatchcocking a turkey. Is your
I
favorite?
do.
Do you have do you have? I mean, I know you've cooked on a lot of stuff. Do you have a favorite smoker? Do you like to cook the turkeys on, or does that matter to you at all,
I
or
personally
can
like
you?
my water cooker. So
Yeah,
I have a Myron Mixon H2O. I prefer to cook turkeys on that thing. I like the amount of moisture that the water puts into the air. I think it adds good moisture into the bird, but it's a dry enough heat to crunch the skin and make sure that the skin's not like,
rubbery.
gross. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the word I was looking for. Um, Now, if I had to go with like a backyard cooker with something that's more available to more people, I would probably go with either a Kamado or a barrel. I think those are the two that are gonna really cook it the best.
I had a gentleman in, and I don't know if you've ever seen it. His name is Mr. Weber, and he's not related to obviously the
He's
Weber
not
Grill
related to the
Company.
Webers.
No, because their last name is not Weber. Their last name is Stevens.
Yeah,
Um, he has a smoker. It's called I believe it's an Orion smoker. Have you ever seen the Orion smokers?
I've not.
Look it up and see. How the Orion works is basically convection. So it's like you put your charcoals along the outside and some charcoal on
Okay,
top. He says he can do a pretty decent sized turkey in about 2 hours.
that's fast.
Look it up. They're pretty cool. I mean, I've been selling them. I mean, I haven't been selling them, but I've known they've been out there for years. They came out a long time ago. I almost want to say, not that I'm old or anything, but I want to say that I want to say it was like the 90s or something like that. But they're a neat looking cooker, and every time he comes in, it reminds me that those things exist. And I always try and see who knows that they even exist. But check them out when you get off of the show and look them up. But
I
they're pretty
will.
cool. There's no holes or nothing. I guess he says there's a water pan at the bottom with a little bit of an air gap, and you put your charcoals around the outside, and that's where it gets its heat. I guess it transfers it through the metal, and then the way it draws the air in, it causes it to billow around in there. And he said it's a great way to cook a turkey. So I was just panning that out to people if they're looking for something different. Check out the
Never.
Orion smoker. Yeah.
Yeah, never heard of that
So,
one.
all right. So you got your favorite cooker. What's your favorite? What's your favorite rub that you put on? Of all yours,
I
which
go.
one goes
I
on
go Windy City
because it's spicier? You like the
because it's
pepper
a little
heat
bit.
to it.
I like the pepper heat to it.
I like the
And
pepper
I
heat.
think and I mean, like when you look at like poultry, chicken, and turkey, they're a very bland meat. They don't taste like anything. That's why everything tastes like chicken, right? People are like, oh, that tastes like chicken because it doesn't really taste like anything. So whatever flavor profile you're putting into it is really what it's going to take. So I really enjoy the pepper kick that you get out of our Windy City rub. I think it pairs really, really well with the turkey, with the moisture that you're going to get out of it and all that. So you get a little bit of that bite. You get a good um, turkey hit, and it just kind of rides that wave nicely.
What about classic?
I think classic's a great one if you don't want all the heat. If you want that salt, pepper, garlic, and onion, if that's the flavor profile that you want with with that less heat, then that's going to be a fantastic one for you. I just think Windy City gives you great color. There's no sugar in it, so you're not going to worry about over caramelizing it. It's just it gives you great color with good heat, good flavor, and for something that's so big like a turkey, you're only seasoning so much of it. You know what I mean? You're only seasoning about probably like 7-10% of what you're eating. So you need a little bit more of that bite to season throughout. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you don't have to worry about lack of flavor.
Now, when you cook your turkey, are you a sight and color guy, or do you put the meat probe in and
I'm a sight
you
and
know
color.
where you kind of look
Very,
at it and then you more like the thermal pen,
I
poke
will
every while for
thermopen it.
tender. Yeah, I
I
mean you'll
will,
do the
yeah, I will
you'll
do
do the
that.
scut.
But a lot of it is we don't start thermopenning until the site looks correct. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And then it's get it to that finished product. And then every once in a while, if you need to wrap the legs, or if you need to wrap the little wings, then we'll wrap the wings so that they don't get too colorful.
The little
Yep,
wings,
the little wings.
little wings.
Make sure that they don't get too dark. Just because I mean the wings are they're so much smaller and so much more delicate, um, that you don't want to overdo them.
Yeah. Do you recommend even for people that are using the probes to make sure that they temp? Don't always trust your probes, or do you?
Yeah,
Or yeah,
I always
because you don't know
recommend that
what.
because you're shoving a probe into one place, um, and depending on how you're cooking that turkey, you don't know where that probe really is going. Sometimes people put the probe in a little bit too far, and it'll poke out into the cavity. So then you're not getting a full temp. So if you probe too far in, you may be getting hotter than that bird really is, or that probe may be sitting too deep into the muscle, and the outside of the muscle starting to cook, but the inside of the muscle still a little bit raw. So you want to probe into that middle of that muscle.
Excellent,
That's
excellent.
what I would recommend.
You are just. What do you guys? What is it? What is it? This is probably the first barbecue because well, I don't know. You were traveling. Now, when did you leave? You left in January. So
I
this is
did,
probably
yeah.
your first. This is probably the first Thanksgiving you've had in a while where it's just you're just cooking
Yeah,
for yourself.
it is. Yeah, yeah.
And
It's
what
gonna be
what is
weird.
going to be on the K
On the
Thanksgiving
menu,
table? Yeah,
so
what's
we'll,
on the
we'll have
menu
our
today?
we'll have our mac and cheese. We'll be doing our mashed potatoes. I'm sure Amanda will do our deviled eggs. She
Ooh,
loves her deviled eggs. She can't live without those. Um, we'll probably be doing a little bit of green beans. I mean, it's what I got to make the wife happy. What can I say?
it's
We
green
will
beans.
be doing,
It's just green
yeah,
beans. That's all. Yeah.
and we're actually not gonna do a whole turkey this year. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do turkey legs, and I'm gonna just do turkey breasts, just because I don't need the whole turkey,
Right.
because there's two of us and Ember, so it's not like we need a giant turkey
Giant
because
whole turkey.
you know what I mean. It's not needed. So we'll go with a little bit smaller of a turkey breast and some turkey legs because I love a good drumstick.
That's
And then
'cause
I'm
you
sure
were-
we'll do some sweet potatoes.
what about I will get to the turkey leg in a second, but what about cranberries? Do you like the fresh
I'm not a big
cranberries
fan of
or do you like
I'm not a big
the
fan of
canned?
cranberries.
I hate canned.
Amanda likes the canned ones.
Yeah.
So
To me, it just doesn't look. It comes out and it's that big.
oh, it
Yeah,
just looks
it's
like
like a
yeah.
cranberry
It's
loaf or whatever you want to call it. But
it's
yeah,
like I was gonna say it's like a cranberry mold.
yeah. I maybe that's why I've never ever liked cranberries at Thanksgiving because it comes out. It's like, and there it is on the plate,
You
and
gotta
it's
have
just
the
never
you gotta have the rings from the can.
from the can and everything. Yeah, it just doesn't look very appetizing. I guess even as a kid, it never. I'm just like, ooh. It's like
Never looked appetizing. I've never been a
it
big
looks.
fan of them. I
It
think
looks like a red. It looks like a red can.
it does. It looks and it. I don't know how. What I want to know is how it comes out so perfect.
Well, it
Like,
comes out, yeah, with all the lines and even like all the like
oh
yeah,
yeah, but
it's strange.
it
But
doesn't like it like when you pull it out, it doesn't change. It's not like you open the can like this and then pull it out. Like it just comes through the can. It doesn't change. Nothing gets messed up. Everything just kind of stays.
look
It's
at
very
Joe Clark.
interesting.
Joe Clark says, "Don't hate on cranberries just because most of them come from Wisconsin." I didn't know that. See, I
Do
didn't
they?
know that. I didn't know that most cranberries came from Wisconsin. I thought they came from. I thought all that was up there was cheese.
I didn't know that either. I thought all they had was beer.
Well, beer and cheese and brats.
Yeah, and brats, which all go
I
together
mean,
really, really well.
I mean, you don't really need more than that. But I mean, it's. But I guess if you want cranberries, then you got cranberries in Wisconsin. I didn't know that, Joe. That was a good,
Thank you for
interesting
that
fact.
fact.
See, you learn a lot of things here on the show here at Wannamakers.
It adds to
Yeah.
my bar knowledge that
Bar knowledge. So yes, if there's a
it's
trivia
never
test and
needed.
they ask who's the largest manufacturer of cranberries in the United States, it's Wisconsin.
It's apparently Wisconsin. That's very interesting.
So back to our good friend, the turkey leg.
Yes.
I do have to say, as being a fellow
Disney
Disney head,
child.
yeah. How does it compare to the world famous Disney turkey legs?
I personally think they're a little better, but only
Come on.
only for this reason. Only for this reason, and it's
Yeah.
because I don't hold them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so I'm getting it fresh off the cooker. So there's that
I
little
see.
bit of freshness. You know what I mean? The skin's a little crunchier.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I haven't had one in a while. I didn't go in 21, and no, I didn't go in 22, and then my son didn't want any in 21. No, we didn't go in 21. Went in 22, didn't have one. My son didn't want any, and then this time I went with Trisha, and she didn't seem to be that excited about having a turkey leg, so I kind of bypassed it. But next year when I go, which by the way, we're going the first week of June, so keep your schedule open. Oh, you said I already think I told you. You said you're up in
First
Vermont
weekend or the
Maine.
first week?
First week.
Okay. I know we'll be in Connecticut for New England Egg Fest.
Yeah.
The first, but then we're coming back down. So
Oh.
maybe we can run over and hang out for a minute. Because we're only you know what I mean, like come down and like hang out.
A minute.
But
just drive by. You'll just drive by the hotel. We'll wave at them. Hey, Mikey, thanks for coming down. That's all I can give you today is just this little bit of time.
It's 2 hours. I live about 2 hours from Disney. Exactly.
Now, come on. Ray Lampy came over, and he came over from Tampa and had dinner with Trisha and I last year. And so I'm sure you can.
Yeah,
you know Ray Lampy? You know Ray Lampy, don't you?
You know
Dr.
Lampy,
Barber.
yes. Yes, I do.
Well, you know what we'll do is, how about next? If we go, how about I'll get in contact with Ray if he's down there, and I'll let you know a date. We'll plan it towards later in the week when you'll be back down in that area.
Yeah, that's perfect.
See if we can get us all together and have some dinners, have a dinner or something like that.
Perfect.
With
we can do that.
Mikey K and Dr. Barbecue and all that other stuff.
That sounds fantastic.
All right, my friend. Well, I'll let you scoot on. I'll let you get on with your busy day because it looks like you're extremely busy. Probably going to go take a nap, and then
no, actually, I have a lovely fun-filled day today.
Nice.
We're getting ready for a big event this weekend, like I said, and it's moving inventory, getting ready. I got to ship to some retailers,
Nice.
so we're getting ready for that holiday push. You know what I mean? So we get some people that are placing orders to make sure that we're stocked on the shelves before this Thanksgiving holiday comes up, so they have seasonings for people.
I can't believe it's only like 2 weeks away or whatever.
I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy because if you look, I literally like a couple days ago, I was like, oh, we have so much time till Thanksgiving. And then you like look at it and you're like, no, no, you don't.
No.
You don't have that much time.
No, I think it's early this year. I think that's part of the problem. Is I think it's a little bit earlier this year than.
Is it? Is that
the,
what it is? Because I feel like it's coming up so fast.
I think so because what it's the 23rd or something, 23rd or 4th or something, 24th maybe. 24th.
Okay.
So it's a little bit early. I mean, I think last year I think it was the following week. It was like yeah, I think so. I have no idea. I'd have to go back and look, but it seems really early this year for some reason. But
I feel like this year's just going by really fast, so I don't know.
I agree with you. All righty, Mikey, thank you very much for coming on. Always good to talk to you. Always good to see you. I would obviously get a hold of you from down in that area. Get into Wannamakers. Try some of the Fire and Smoke barbecue. We are all stocked up and ready for the holidays with Fire and Smoke. You will not be disappointed in the flavors and the rubs. And Mikey, again, if they're not near Wannamakers, which I don't know who wouldn't be, but if they're not near Wannamakers,
I mean, the people in California,
or near one of your other local stops where they can pick it up. You got a dealer locator on your thing?
We are working on that. Yeah, we will have a dealer locator up by the end of the week.
So that'll help.
Yes, that'll help. You'll be able to locate any local dealers that you anywhere where you're at. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we'll have a dealer locator up. But if you don't have that, you can just go to our website, which is fireandsmokebbq.com. You can order everything you want from there. It ships. You get it within 1 to 2 days, usually anywhere in the country. And then,
there you go.
That's what we do.
And then, as I said, like Fire and Smoke Barbecue Company on Facebook, if you have not already. You on Instagram or TikTok or any of that other good stuff that we need to point out? Or
we are on Instagram, we're on TikTok, and it's just Fire Smoke _BBQ for Instagram and TikTok. We are also on YouTube, which is Fire Smoke _BBQ. All of them are all the same. Everything kind of gets filtered and posted, and kind of goes through all those channels, and eventually makes it. I mean, everything makes it to Facebook. So if you like the Facebook page, obviously it's all going to make it there. But every different platform has a different algorithm. So depending on how quickly you want to see it is what platform you want to
go to. Correct. Right. And you're also on YouTube, right? I think you mentioned YouTube. I think you're on YouTube. So, all right.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Good to see you. One of our great former local vendors, but still small batch. That's all that matters. The small batch, small company being sold at a small store. That's all that counts. So we look forward to seeing you again, Mikey K. We'll have you on sometime again next year as we get closer maybe to this garden show to kind of shout that you're going to be there a little bit.
Sounds fantastic. We can't wait.
All right, Mikey.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
See ya.
But
I almost ended the video, and that's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to get rid of Mikey. Always good to see Mikey K. When his pop-ups were in the area, his barbecue is lights out. So if you ever see Fire and Smoke Barbecue Company and it's Mikey K and he's cooking somewhere, if he's doing a pop-up type of thing or even just cooking in a small tent to kind of show his rubs, just get over there and try some of this barbecue because it is fantastic and his rubs are amazing. This one by far is my favorite. So get into Wannamakers, pick up this Windy City. And then while you're there, you know what? I always say that you have to have 2 of everything. So I don't just grab the one because I say this is the best one and you're going to like it. Then try some of his other ones. If you do a lot of burgers and stuff, try the Estes. As Mikey said, it's got a lot of, it's not just a burger rub. You can use it for a bunch of other things. So play around with them, see what you can do with it. So that's about it for this week. We're going to cover over our guest for this week, I should say. But we're going to cover a little bit of things here at Wannamakers. We do have, as far as the Thanksgiving holiday coming up, we do have everything. We got the Traeger turkey pellets are in stock. We have brine bags. We have brines. We got bird baptism from Meat Church. We have turkey soak from Cosmo Q. I mean, we got Dirty Bird. We got Meathead's poultry rub. We got Heath Ryle's chicken rub. We got Clucker Dust. We got garlic jalapeno thing. I think Heath likes this one. Trying to get Heath to come on to do a show. I know he did last year, but I think this one, this garlic jalapeno rub, I think that would be great on a turkey too. Ooh, sounds good. So we have just about everything you need. We got injectors. We got some new things in from Butcher's Barbecue. We got them in for a their bird booster. Take that back. Bird booster has come in. We have their new. They got a new one that came out. They not only have the traditional bird booster from Butcher's, but they also came out with a brine and injection. This says bird. It says bird booster brine and injection. So walk away. So we got this one. That's new. That's their newer one. This is the old standby. We got both of those. So we got Butcher's is in the house. We're all ready to go for Thanksgiving. So get in here and get here early. We got wood chips. We got wood chunks. We got splits of wood. Well, what else we got? We got tons of charcoal. We got tons of pellets. Even if you don't want to do the turkey pellets from Traeger, we got regular pellets. We're set to go. This is your holiday superstore for not only, I want to say not only for grilling. We got tons of Christmas stuff just in the store in general. So yeah, we got duck fat spray. So if you want to spray your turkey with duck fat spray, which I think is a pretty cool way to do it, you can do that. We got that as well. So we for as far as holidays go, we got that all covered. We also have gift ideas. Obviously, you can see there's tons of sauces over here on the other side. We got tons of sauces. We got a lot of we got thermal pens. We got fireboard. You got tons of accessories. There's even a lot of gift ideas that you can get here at Wannemakers as well. So you can start planning ahead to beat the rush for that. And then coming up this week, if you enjoyed this show and you want to continue on and be excited about seeing me on a live version, Thursday night at 7 p.m. on It's All About the Barbecue, I will be on this week. Our guest will be David from Butcher's Barbecue. So make sure you tune into that one or search for it. It's All About the Barbecue, like that event, and you'll see me on Thursday nights with my good friend Ryan Hoagland as we do Thursday night barbecue chat, which is kind of a little bit of an extension of this one, but not really. It's kind of just a whole separate thing. But so if you want to see me on Thursday nights, you can sign on to that. It's a little different guests, little different things. Also, gift ideas. It is live and active. Hold on one second. I'm going to disappear again because I got my flyer. I got my flyers ready to go. And I believe they are up on the Wannemaker's Home and Garden Facebook page. I'm still having trouble getting them on the Barbecue and Smoke Supply page to get us as a co-host so that they're up there. But here, the classes are live and active. You can also go to Risky Brisket on Facebook. I believe they're listed there under classes, and I think Risky Brisket's page. And you can go to wannamakers.com. I believe they're on there already. So there's our great gift idea for anybody that loves barbecue and you want to kind of get them something that's a little different is our classes. So we got brisket class on January 27th. We're going to have our pork and ribs class on February 24th and a grill master class, which is going to be on March 16th. So there's 3 classes coming up. It's our usual time frame for classes, the January, February, March thing. New this year is that we're going to add my good friend Ryan Hoagland from Barbecue Blackstone and Beer. He will be doing a griddle aspect. So we're going to add griddling to the barbecue classes because griddling is just becoming such a neat thing. Kind of give you a little idea of what to do with stuff on the griddle, so you get a little comfortable with the griddle as well. So not only are you going to get smoking, but you're also going to get griddling as well. So keep that in mind that we also have those. Those all should be live. Like I said, they should be on wannamakers.com. They should be on the Wannemakers Home and Garden Facebook page. I think the only one that's on the Barbecue and Smoke Supply page is the Grill Master class, because that's the only one I was able to get to work. That's not bad. 1 out of 3. I'd be making $1 million if I was a baseball player. So, and what else we got? Oh, this Saturday, if you are out and active and you are in the area, it is a barbecue love weekend. It's All About the Barbecue Love Tour. Maybe finishing out the year. We were thinking maybe doing one in December, but we're looking at dates and it may not work. But this Saturday, the 11th at 11 o'clock, we will be at Station 1 Smokehouse in Plainfield, going out there to help support our good friend Brad and Station 1. It is also kind of a celebration of my birthday as well, because my birthday is a week from today on Tuesday. So next week's show, it'll be my birthday. So keep that all on your schedule, all on your plate. Thank you all very much for joining in. Our guest next week on my birthday will be Meathead. We will be talking as we were today, because it's kind of doing like a little bit of a month of Thanksgiving. We will be doing methods with Meathead, and we will be doing talking turkey and Thanksgiving. And feel free to ask him any question you want. He loves to answers the questions. And by the way, this right over here, which I'll probably show you again next week, is another great gift idea. Meathead's book. Just saying, and they're all signed. I mean, you can't just get that anywhere. All right, everybody. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for everybody that signed on and liked. Please, if you can, share it so this goes as far as it can to the people out there that love barbecue just as much as we do. For those of you that will be on Thursday night, I will see you on Thursday night. Otherwise, it is my day off. I am now going out. And what is on Steve's agenda today after the show? Car wash. Going to go get the old car wash. It is so nice out there. It's time to get the car wash. Get it, maybe one of the last ones until it starts getting all salty and snowy and yucky and so get on over to Wannamakers. Get yourself stocked up for Thanksgiving. Start thinking Christmas gift ideas. We have it all. If you can't find it here, you probably can find it somewhere else, but it's not going to be in one easy, convenient location like it is here. And if you see something that you think we should carry, feel free to tell me. I always look up things. People shoot out names and of rubs and accessories and this and that. I research almost every single one that people say, just to kind of see if it's worth the effort to try and get it in here, or if I could get in here relatively easy. So please get in here and shop. Support your small and local businesses, because we truly do appreciate it. Thank you again to Mikey K from Fire and Smoke Barbecue for coming on the show today. If you can get in here and scoop up some of his rubs to help support him. If you cannot, go to Fire and Smoke Barbecue and get yourself some, have it ordered or shipped out, and get yourself taken care of. You will not be disappointed in his rubs. I can tell you right now, his seasonings are fantastic. So I'm going to say you're not going to be disappointed. They come in these real cool square bottles. They're the only bottles on the whole wall that are square. Everything else is round. They're the only square ones. All right, everybody. As always, please be kind and courteous to all your retail workers, service staff, bartenders, waitresses, waiters, God, who else? The person at the Dunkin' Donuts. Just be kind and courteous to them. You know, we're all working hard. We're all trying to get through everything in life as much as we can. And please, as always, remember, it's our differences that make us great. So let's please be tolerant of people. Not everybody is going to think the same things as you. Just remember that. That's probably a good thing, because where would we be if we were all the same? So with that, I am going to sign out. I will see you next week. Me, Meathead, Wannamakers, we are going to be doing turkey talk. So with that, I will see you next week. Have a good weekend, good week, and enjoy the weather, because it's not actually that bad. Get in here and shop. Come in and say hi. See ya.